Hello, Sofa Squad, and welcome back to the sofa, even though the sofa's over there across the room. Y'all, if you're watching this channel, then you're watching my podcast version of Reporting Live from the Sofa, so make sure you're subscribed to this channel as well as the regular channel. All the links are in the description below. So over here, this is kind of the channel that I do like my little random lives on, or I'll come do videos like this, which are more just laid back, not so edited, that kind of thing, little news updates, stuff like that. So, you saw the thumbnail. We've gathered around. So today what I want to do is go through this lawsuit that has come out, because I think it is very, very interesting what is being alleged in it. And obviously this is in relation to the Gabby Petito Brian Laundrie case. Now, overall, what this is about is Gabby Petito's parents are suing Brian Laundrie's parents, basically trying to say that they knew what was going on. They helped to hide the situation. So one thing I'm going to do is read through this because it's not a huge document. I'm going to make some commentary along the way, but I'm going to read through it because it's also like a kind of good little timeline here. So that's what we're going to do, and let me know what you think down in the comments. Now, again, this is just because this is the complaint against him or whatever. It doesn't mean that this has actually been proven yet or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. What I'm hoping to see from this is that we get more information in regards to all of this. So anyways, that's it. Let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so item number one. So the complaint, it reads, "Come now, Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith, by and through their undersigned counsel, and file the within complaint against the defendants, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, and in support thereof allege as follows." And here we go. So this is an action for damages that exceed $30,000 exclusive of pre-judgment interest, cost, and attorney fees. Venue is proper in Sarasota County, Florida, because the defendants reside therein. The court has jurisdiction over the within matter pursuant to a bunch of numbers. The plaintiff, Joseph Petito, is a resident of Vero Beach, Florida, and is the father of Gabrielle Petito. And the mother, Nicole Schmidt, is a resident of Blue Point, New York, and is the mother of Gabrielle Petito. And the defendants, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, they are residents of Northport, Florida, and are the parents of Brian Laundrie. Okay, so there's all that. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Okay. So, Brian Laundrie and Gabrielle Petito became engaged to marry on or about July 2nd, 2020. On July 2nd, 2021, Brian Laundrie and Gabrielle Petito left New York in a van owned by Gabrielle Petito to take a trip to the western United States, which was expected to last for several months. Prior to the trip taken by Gabrielle Petito and Brian Laundrie, Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith and Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie had a cordial relationship. Gabrielle Petito had hopes of becoming a travel influencer, a van lifer, and document her cross-country travels on social media sites such as YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Let's see what else. During the course of the aforementioned trip, Gabrielle Petito called her family almost daily. This is where it starts getting the stuff, including her parents, Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith, and her siblings. The last communication that Gabrielle Petito had with Joseph Petito was on August 21st, 2021. The last communication that Nicole Smith had with Gabrielle Petito was on August 27th, 2021. It is believed that on August 27th, 2021, It's believed that on August 27th, 2021, Brian Laundrie took Gabrielle Petito's life, and the cause of that was blunt force injuries to the head and neck with manual strangulation. Gabrielle, I keep just wanting to say Gabby, but they spell her full name Gabrielle. Gabrielle Petito was 22 years of age when this happened. After Brian Laundrie took her life, Brian Laundrie sent text messages back and forth between his cell phone and Gabrielle Petito's cell phone in an effort to hide the fact that she was no longer here. On August 27th, okay, here, this gets interesting. On August 27th, 2021, it is believed that Brian Laundrie sent a text to Nicole Schmidt in which he referred to Gabrielle Petito's grandfather, Stan, by name. Gabrielle Petito never called her grandfather by his name. I mean, I remember this drama. I'm going to hold my thoughts. Okay, so it is believed and therefore averred, I'm probably saying that wrong, that on or about August 28th, 2021, Brian Laundrie advised his parents, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, that he had taken Gabrielle's life. On that same date, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie spoke with attorney Steve Bertolino and sent him a retainer on September 2nd, 2021. Very interesting, right? On August 30th, 2021, Brian Laundrie sent a text message from Gabrielle Petito's cell phone to Nicole stating that there was no service in Yosemite Park in an effort to deceive Nicole Smith into believing that Gabrielle Petito was still alive. On September 1st, 2021, Brian Laundrie returned to the home of his parents, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, driving Gabrielle Petito's van. We remember this. After this point in time, there was no contact between Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith on the one hand and Christopher Laundrie and Roberta on the other. Let me scroll down here a little bit. From August 27th, 2021 until September 19th, 2021, when Gabrielle Petito's remains were found at the Spread Creek dispersed camping area in Wyoming, plaintiffs were extremely distraught and were attempting to locate Gabrielle Petito. We remember this. While Gabrielle Petito's family was suffering, the Laundrie family went on vacation to Fort DeSoto Park on September 6th to 7th, 2021. We also remember this. In an effort to avoid any contact with Nicole Smith, on or about September 10th, 2021, Roberta Laundrie blocked Nicole Smith on her cellular phone such that neither phone calls nor texts could be delivered, and she blocked her on Facebook. I mean, wow. Okay, wow. Okay, here we go. And this isn't much longer here. So just hang in there with me. Okay, so on September 14th, 2021, with full knowledge that Gabrielle Petito her life had been taken by their son, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, through their lawyer, issued the following statement, and I'm going to read it here. It is our understanding that a search has been organized for Miss Petito in or near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. On behalf of the Laundrie family, it is our hope that the search for Miss Petito is successful and that Miss Petito is reunited with her family. On September 16th, 2021, attorney Richard Stafford, on behalf of Gabrielle Petito's family, issued a letter to Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie as follows, and I'm going to read it here. We are writing this letter to ask you to help find our beautiful daughter. We understand you are going through a difficult time and your instinct to protect your son is strong. We ask you to put yourselves in our shoes. We haven't been able to sleep or eat and our lives are falling apart. We believe you know the location of where Brian left Gabby. We beg you to tell us. As a parent, how could you let us go through this pain and not help us? As a parent, how can you put Gabby's younger brothers and sisters through this? Gabby lived with you for over a year. She was going to be your daughter-in-law. How can you keep her location hidden? You were both at Jim and Nicole's house. You were both at Jim and Nicole's house. You were both so happy that Brian and Gabby got engaged and were planning to spend their lives together. Please, if you or your family has any decency left, please tell us where Gabby is located. Tell us if we are even looking in the right place. I mean, my God, that just doesn't rip your heart out, but also just make you want to jump, down to Florida to, the Laundrie house. And that's the whole thing. I have to interject a little bit here with this whole scenario right here, because the situation of, just like they said, these people had been in their homes. She was going to be the daughter-in-law, but here this is all going down. She's blocking them on Facebook and the cell phone. I mean, really? That's the whole thing, was like, let us, why aren't you trying to assist whatsoever? And again, I can get, that's their son. I grasp that dynamic of it, right? But nonetheless, it just is, it's shocking how quick they turned. Okay, so let's keep going. Let me just scroll down a little bit. Okay, despite the fact that Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith implored Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie to tell them if their daughter was alive and if she was not, where her remains were located, Christopher and Roberta Laundrie refused to respond to either Joseph or Nicole or law enforcement. Okay, let's go to here. It's almost over. Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie instructed that all contacts were to be made to their attorney, Stephen P. Bertolino, and he issued no comment when asked about Gabby Petito's well-being. While Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith were desperately searching for information concerning their daughter, Christopher and Roberta Laundrie were keeping the whereabouts of Brian Laundrie secret. And it is believed they were making arrangements for him to leave the country. I mean, I remember this taking place. Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie knew of the mental suffering and anguish of Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith, and knew that they could alleviate, at least in part, such mental suffering and anguish by disclosing what they knew about the well-being and the location of the remains of Gabrielle Petito. Yet they repeatedly refused to do so. In doing so, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie acted with malice or great indifference to the rights of Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith. I skipped one. Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie exhibited extreme and outrageous conduct which constitutes behavior under the circumstances which goes beyond all possible bounds of decency and is regarded as shocking, atrocious, and utterly intolerable in a civilized community. I mean, they told them. Okay. As a direct and proximate result of the willfulness and maliciousness of Christopher and Roberta Laundrie, Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith have been caused to suffer pain and suffering, mental anguish, inconvenience, loss of capacity for enjoyment of life, experience in the past, and to experience in the future. So, and then it just goes into, that's the end of that. Okay, so some thoughts on this, like my personal thoughts. So first of all, y'all follow me, I'm not a lawyer or anything like that, so I'm only looking at it through the lens of, somebody on the damn sofa. Okay. So my first thing is 100% agree with them, right? 100%. I remember this playing out. That's where everybody's outrage was it was like the parents just, shut down, pushed everything aside. And it did seem like the way everything went. And one reason why I wanted to read this out is because according to their timeline, and again, this is their timeline that they presented, I take that into consideration. This makes sense to me, if that makes sense. This feels right. Now, again, I get we can't go based on feelings and whatnot in the court of law. So my concern with this, and I'd be curious to know from people in the comment section, especially if anybody out there works in the, is an attorney or works in, the court systems, is can they prove this? To me, what this is it's trying to get information, right? More so than money or whatever. Because they could have put a huge price tag on this. $30,000, you know what I'm saying? Really, in essence, it's hard to put a price tag on this kind of stuff. But to me, what this hopefully does is it brings out more information. But then my question and my thoughts are, is it possible to do that with this? How can you go about proving all this kind of stuff? Now, maybe through phone records and things of this nature. And maybe they've done that so far because we would never really be able to tell what was said on the phone, right? We can look at the pings and the phone calls and the timelines and all that, but that part is going to be, difficult to expand on or prove or whatever. I'm going to read the statement that was put out by Gabby Petito's family attorney. So I'm just going to read it verbatim here. Brian Laundrie took the life of Gabby Petito in Wyoming on August 27th, 2021. While they were on a cross-country trip, Gabby and Brian were engaged to be married and would have been part of the Laundrie family. This meant nothing to Christopher and Roberta Laundrie after their son ended Gabby's life. We believe Christopher and Roberta became aware of Gabby's taking of her life on August 28, 2021. There were multiple conversations between Brian and his parents and their lawyer, Steve Bertolino, before Brian left Wyoming on August 30th, 2021. Christopher and Roberta had multiple opportunities to disclose to Joe, Nicole, or other authorities that Gabby was no longer alive and to direct them to her body. Instead, Christopher and Roberta Laundrie showed callous indifference to the suffering of Gabby's family and compounded her family's anguish, pain, and suffering by their actions. For this, Christopher and Roberta must be held accountable. Okay, now, in addition to that, a tweet, J.B. Bueno, did a response from WFLAJB. And I'm going to put, let me do this. There we go. Okay, so he says, update. In response to Friday's statement by the attorney for Gabby Petito's parents, Laundrie attorney Steve Bertolino tells me he did not have direct contact with Brian Laundrie before Brian left Wyoming. And then, let's see what else he says. Bertolino adds that his clients have not received the summons for the lawsuit at this time. Once they are served the summons with a complaint, the document states the defendants have 20 days to file a response. So, there's that. So again, it's all very interesting to me. I think it's interesting that the attorneys are having to say stuff. This is going to be one of those things that sticks around for a minute because there are so many questions left undone, especially that you revolve around the handling of things with his parents. Did they know? Did they not know? Did they help, cover things up? Did they help him get a head start? All that, because it just seemed totally off. So anyways, I'm interested to hear what y'all have to say here, the damn sofa. So let me know down in the comment section. And that's it. Just tell me what you think. Do you think that they knew? Do you think they helped them get a head start? What do you think went down in regards to that? And do you think that the lawsuit will hold any water? I'm curious to see what the response is. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's what they're looking for, some kind of a legal response of some sort or whatever. I think it will turn into a pretty big cat fight, possibly, you know what I'm saying, between lawyers and stuff like that. So anyways, that's it. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to the other channel, and until we meet back up again, I'll see you soon.